I kind of like you. Maybe we could go out on a date someday. Maybe today, tomorrow.
That's too unconfident. I don't think that's gonna work. Do you have any other way?
Um, 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 um. Hey, I think I've seen you somewhere. Let's go out on a date and find out where.
Have you really seen her somewhere? Don't be dishonest, bro. Honesty is the best policy. Any other
Yeah.
way?
Um. Hey, how are you? I like you. I kind of like you. I think you're the most beautiful girl in the world. We should go on a date. Hey, please, please, please. Let's go.
That sounds kind of desperate. So, why don't we actually tell our audience how to ask out a girl on a date? Let's do it properly, bro.
Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to yet another brand new episode of Fancy That podcast. We are your hosts, Ashik and myself, Ishti, and today we're gonna talk about how you can hunt your date like a gentleman. So, take deep breath, calm down, feel like a gentleman, and then get to your hunting. So, Ashik,
All right.
what is the first thing you'd like to start while hunting your date?
Well, um, the first thing that we all should do as guys is to check whether she has a ring on her ring finger. If she has a ring, that means she is married. Don't approach that, that's weird.
Okay.
But given that you know she's not married and you know exactly what kind of girl you want from your previous actions, now your task, the first thing that you do after you see her is actually look her in her eyes and maintain that eye contact. Okay, so and see if she actually looks back at you. If she looks back at you and you have eye contact, keep that eye contact, hold that eye contact for as long as you can, or at least as long as she takes her eyes off you. That is the first thing that you need to know, and that shows that you are confident. And so do not take it off until she, you know, takes it off. That shows that you are confident and also shows that she is interested in you.
But one
So
more thing
first
I'd
sign
like
of
to add to
masculinity.
it. One more thing I'd
Yeah,
like to add to it that while approach, you must look at and learn her body language because that's one of the
definitely.
most vital thing. Because if it's a positive sign, then I think you should go for it. But if it's a negative sign, then I think you should leave the place immediately.
Yeah. It's best to smile also. If you smile at her and she smiles back, that is a surefire way that she's sort of interested in you.
Okay,
At least 50% interested in you.
okay.
So you said how you said that when you approach, read her
Yeah,
signs, right? You
yeah.
have to read her signs, as in if she is eager to, you know, meet, if she is facing towards you when you're looking, going towards her, or is she turning away from you, that shows that she's not interested in you. What do you do after that? Like, how do you interest introduce yourself?
Well, if it's a positive sign, I approach. I approach to her. I ask her names. But at the first meet, I will definitely not give out my personal informations. So I'll definitely approach her,
Do you give out your name
ask her name. Yeah.
at first?
I
Do you
think.
give away your
Uh,
name?
I think I'll wait for her to ask me, and
Exactly.
then
Yep.
provide my name.
Yeah,
And
that shows
then
that she's also interested in you. If she doesn't
yeah,
ask
if
you
she
back,
actually
that means
asks
you are
me,
interested. She's not.
yeah,
That's also a sign, though.
that's that's
Throughout your
that's an
approach, you
important
have
sign.
to
Yeah,
see her signs exactly.
yeah, and I think I'll go up with compliments, genuine ones. If I actually feel any honest compliment out from my heart, I think I'm going to let it shower on her. If not, I think I'll just leave the topic of compliment behind. and progress with other talks. So,
Yeah, make
or
sure when you are giving her confident compliment, be confident. If you're not confident and you're just complimenting her whatever dress or something, and she can really see through that you are not really genuine about the compliment. If you said that your nails look good and you're a guy who have no idea about nails, that is not honest. Be honest. If you like her lips, if you like her eyes, say that your eyes, your face is gorgeous.
yeah,
But
yeah,
only if you're
definitely.
confident. If you're not, don't do that. Leave it. Okay.
Yeah, and definitely, I would like to find out a topic that would interest and get a good conversation going, maybe with
Yep.
a good
Ask the
conversation
best way to do
starter.
that is actually to ask her what she does or stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
and
ask
that
her. Don't
too.
give away your information.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that too should come indirectly, I assume.
Yep.
Like, I'm not going to ask her directly that, hey, what do you find so interesting to talk on? Let's get that topic on between us. No, I think I'll try indirectly to find out the topic that actually interests
Yep.
her,
Yep.
and then enroll with it. So, you tell me,
Yep.
when you actually get onto an interesting topic with her, and a good quality conversation going on, how do you end it, and how long do you keep it?
Well, so for the first conversation, you like her, you see her, try to keep the conversation as short as possible. So you're not going to talk about heavy topics like religion, politics ever. What you do
Definitely.
is ask her what she's interested in and stuff like that, and keep the conversation short, like 1 or 2 minutes or 5 minutes at max. And what you do is you ask for a number. Okay, if you
Okay.
know that she's interested in you, what you do is you have to portray the idea that you're busy, you're doing something. Don't say that I'm busy and stuff like that, but you have
Okay.
work to do, you are a busy man. So what you do is I said that I gotta go, but I'd love to continue this conversation with you because you look amazing, or I feel like you are amazing as a person. So why don't you give me your number? So you take out your phone and give it to her. Like after opening the dial pad and stuff, you just hand her your phone and she'll put her number in it. Now, if she doesn't want to give away her number, that's fine. If she says, I don't give away my number to strangers, if she says, well, why don't you give me your number and I will um, call you or stuff like that, that doesn't work. If she
Yeah.
says, why don't you give me your business card, that doesn't work. If she is interested in you, she will give you her number,
Okay.
or maybe just WhatsApp. Number and WhatsApp is the same thing. I try not to take or exchange Facebook and Snapchat and social media because that gives away too much information about you. The idea is to keep you mysterious.
Yeah,
So
girls like
you
that.
take
Girls
the
really like
number.
that.
Exactly, James Bond.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take the number. Don't call her or text her right away and see that if she gave you the right number. That's a douchebag move.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
hate that. That basically says that you are telling that she's being, you suspect her of being dishonest with you. Don't do that. You take her number. Don't even say that I'm gonna call you or text you. You just take her number, and then in the conversation you say I gotta go, and then you go. That's one thing that you can do. The other thing you can do is actually directly say her that you wanna go on a date. How you say that? We're gonna cover that later. But that's what you do if you're really confident. If not, take the number and then end the conversation and go away. What do you do next?
All right. I'd like to add to it that girls are actually emotional beings. So what
Yep.
they actually do is, not everyone approaches like this, but maximum of them would like to gently and sweetly say no to you. And how are they
Yep.
gonna do it? They're either gonna, when you ask her out, they're either gonna bring out their personal schedules to show that they don't have any time for you, or they're gonna bring out different points, or bring out different works that will keep her busy on the next few days. So if she says that, guys, it's a definite no. So what you do, you just take your confidence with you and go hit on some other girl.
Yeah,
So
not in
it's
front of
better.
her. That would be bad.
Definitely. Then it would be a sign of a strong despo,
Yeah,
overconfident despo, I'd like to
we're
say.
acting like a pig.
Yes, but if it's a yes, or if she then denies your date, denies your time, and tries to give her own time, I think you should take it. It's a
Yep.
good sign. It's a good sign of a maybe. If she feels that she'd like to check you out, then she's gonna give her own date, own time to meet you up. And if it's like she's totally into you, if you're that magical human being, then definitely within the first conversation she's going to say yes.
Or maybe she
But
will ask you out herself.
yeah, that can be done when actually you're a good quality celebrity of
Oh
some
yeah,
sort.
definitely.
Not exactly that much, because that
Yeah,
much qualityful celebrity would not actually do that. But if
yeah.
you're quite famous, quite rich, people know you, then they can actually call you out.
So
So,
let's actually talk how you ask her out on a date, okay?
okay,
So we so you discussed what to do if she says no.
yeah,
Let's say how to actually ask her out. So as I said, once you get her phone number, don't call her directly.
yeah, definitely.
Wait 2 days before calling or texting us her. Calling is better because you can hear how she talks on the phone instead of texting.
Yeah, definitely.
Because in text time she might not even see the text, maybe not decide not to reply or decide to reply politely and then take her time and then form the words to say no to you. So you don't really know exactly what she's thinking. Calling is better if you're confident. If not, then obviously text her. The point is, what do you say when you first call her? So what you do is wait 2 days. The reason you wait 2 days is that you are showing that you are a strong man, you are a catch. Because if she gives away her number to 10 to 12 people a day, 9 out of 10 guys would call her on the same night that
Yeah,
she got a
definitely.
number
Yes, yes.
on. Okay. And the other people would call her the next day. But what you are doing is you are waiting 2 days. That basically sets you up, or sets you in a better position than the other 10 guys. So
And
you're
that also
already at
makes
an
her keep on
advantage.
thinking about you.
Exactly. That is important. That's a very good important point. You have to keep her thinking about you. That is the idea. So waiting 2 days and then you call her, what you say is that, let's say you ask you when she says hello, you say, hi, this is whatever your name is, hi, this is Bob.
All right.
Wait for her to reply. You don't say, if she doesn't remember you, if she says Bob from where, then you said, oh, okay, then you understand that she was not really interested in you or not really thinking about you. So she did not care to remember your name. I would be really offended by that. So
Yeah,
she
definitely.
she did not even remember your name. So you know that that is a no sign. Your task or your target should always be to be with women or talk to women or spend your time with women who have at least 50 to 60% or 80% interest in you, not someone who forgets your name in 2 days. So
Yeah,
what you do is say I'm Bob, but then if she remembers you, great. If she doesn't remember you, don't say that Bob from the party and stuff like that. Don't do that. If she remembers you, oh, Bob from the party, great. Then what you do is
that's a good positive sign, man.
exactly, that's a very good sign. She remembers your name at least, if
Yeah,
nothing else. But then she might have a good memory, so she might remember your name anyways. So how do you know if she's actually interested in you? The way you do that is she might, so you strike a conversation with her, how are you doing and stuff like that. And then after 2 to 5 minutes top, not like 1 hour or half an hour, most guys do that mistake, they suck. So after half an
okay,
hour, what do you do? Not half an hour, after 5 minutes, after two to
okay,
five minute conversation, what you do is, um, ask her out on a date. How do you do that? You say, okay, I'd like to definitely continue this conversation, but I gotta go. Let's meet up at this place next Tuesday. Let's say this is Wednesday, 7 days or 1 week from now would be Tuesday or um, after Monday or something. So you say
Yeah.
exactly after 1 week or maybe 6 to 8 days, you say, let's meet up on this day and at this time at this place. So if you think you have a good coffee place um, to drink coffee together, ask her out, or maybe ask her out for drinks if you are into that. Don't ask her out for lunch and dinner because that's your first date and you don't want to spend that much money on someone you don't know yet. If you like her, if she
Yeah,
likes you,
definitely.
then go on for the second date or on the same date, go for dinner, lunch, and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't even know if she's going to meet you for the second time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So first date, keep it minimum, keep it on an espresso or something,
Yeah.
cappuccino, and then or maybe drinks, and then try to know about her. That's what you do, but that's for another episode. But what you need to do is ask her out on a date and see what she replies. As you said just a few minutes earlier, that you need to understand what she's saying. What is she saying? Yes, if she's really into you, she would say yes. If she's not into you, she would say no, or maybe not. She would never say no. She would probably say, I don't like meeting strangers. I'm not free on that day. So if she gives you another time, alternative time, then you definitely say yes and then you meet her. But if she does not give an alternative time, but she says that maybe sometime later, then she's not into you that much. So move on, move away. Don't call her again. Maybe if you want, you can call her the second time the next week and say the same things, but it's likely that she might not be interested in you. So move on. It's all a numbers game. Would you like to add anything to that?
What I would like to add to that is, um, to conclude everything we talked about, um, asking someone out is a very specific and important thing to do. Just like the art of knowing cooking, just like the art of knowing how to dance, and just like the art of knowing how to talk, calling out someone is very delicate and actually a art that not everyone can master, but it is a hidden thing deep down inside, like
We just unveiled the
singing. We
secret today.
Yeah, definitely, just like singing, we all are singers, right? We all are singers, but only when we continue practicing the singing we get good at it, and only then we recognize ourselves as good singers. But
Yep.
actually we all are singers,
Yep.
bad or good. So just like that, any one of us can call out a girl on a date, but when you keep on practicing, you'll get better at it.
Better,
You'll learn from your
definitely.
mistakes and you'll learn from your success as well.
Yep.
So guys, best of luck, and thank you for joining us with this episode of our podcast. So until next time, we are signing off. We have been your host, myself Ishti and Ashik Rahman.
Keep hunting.
Okay. Okay.